Hi, my name is Sophia Scherr, and welcome to my Lifestyle Project Part 1 video. So for this project, I decided to change 3 habits in my life that I usually do. So I looked at my car consumption, my electricity, and my water usage. My first habit that I tried to limit was my car consumption. I drive a Prius, which is usually environmental friendly, but I still see myself driving it every now and then, especially driving to get coffee or things like that. So for my first habit, I limited my car use. So for day 1 and 2 on October 12th and 13th, I did not drive my car either of these days. It was a weekend, so I found myself wanting to do activities, so I walked downtown if I needed anything, such as food or a need. It felt really good to walk outside and get out of the house and get some fresh air outside of my car. This is me walking to the Saturday market, which was really fun. I really enjoyed getting outside and moving and just taking in the really beautiful day. My second habit that I tried to limit was my electricity use. So for the first day on October 10th, I turned off my lights around the house at every chance I got. The only problem I came up with was the porch light. We keep it on in my house because we live close to downtown and there's a lot of people around, and we want people to know that we are home, and it's really a safety precaution. So that was the one thing I tried to keep as my electricity usage. I also seem to unplug a lot of appliances that we have around the house that we don't usually use. For my second day of electricity use, I saw myself turning off my roommates' lights around the house and telling them to make sure they keep the lights off when they're not in their rooms. I also unplugged my charger and other appliances in my room that I wasn't using at the time. I was also not as home as much, so this made me use less electricity. My third habit was water usage. So for my first day on Thursday, October 10th, I was washing dishes, but I couldn't use that much water, which seemed a little hard at first, but it eventually got easier to, clean the dishes with a little less water. It seemed to do the best trick. I also did not shower on this day, which seemed pretty easy from water usage, and then I didn't use a laundry machine. On my second day on October 11th for water, I did take a shower, but I took a short shower, and I also took a cold shower, which was pretty alarming at first, but seemed to be pretty easy. I also did not keep the water on when I was shaving or brushing my teeth, which I do a lot, which I know isn't good. So doing this project really helps me understand why I shouldn't be doing these things and I don't need to. I also did not leave the sink on for too long. If I was washing my hands and needed soap, I would turn off the sink at the same time. And I saw this to be really helpful in my water use. So for my conclusion, I saw that my car usage estimated around 15 pounds of CO2, depending on different car models. I tried to estimate it around the Prius and how much time I was driving around the week. This was an easy task for me because the weather was really nice and I didn't really need to go anywhere this weekend that wasn't walking distance. I looked at alternatives for using my car, such as walking. I even considered biking and carpooling. I also got myself outside and walking, which is really nice. For my electricity habit, I saved over 600 watts of energy by turning off lights, unplugging appliances, and doing things like that. This was the easiest task for me to do because I can do this really easily and I don't need the lights on for a lot of things I do. This also let me leave the house a lot because I felt really good about not using electricity if I wasn't even here. I also would turn off the lights when it was daytime, so there was no need for that. I had to pick up the slack for my roommates, which was a challenge. And lastly, my water usage. I saved 6+ gallons of water, probably more. But by showering less, showering shorter showers was pretty hard for me, but it saved a lot of water. Doing the dishes was hard, but to make sure they were clean, I had to use a little bit more water, but I used less than I usually do. Showers were not hard to cut down. I usually take pretty short showers, but the colder showers were where I saw a really big challenge. All right, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching.